Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Gomatam Sri Mukundacharya Swami has sent a video referring to the 27th Pasuram of Tirupavai, glorifying Bhagavan Nama. Kudare, the Prasiddha Pasuram, Kudare Vellum Shir Govinda. In that, the phrase Undanai Padi is explained by Sri Perivachan Pillai in his Muvayirapadi, 3000 Padi Vyakhyanam. Perivachan Pillai says, it is better that we are not asked to chant Hiranyaya Namaha. We are fortunate to sing your names, which is conducive to our Swarupa. See, chanting his names is very conducive to our Swarupa. We are so fortunate that we are chanting your names. During Hiranyakashipu's time, he used to tell his citizens or to chant his name only. All temples were closed and he only supposed to be glorified by people. But that is not the case now. We are so fortunate that we are able to sing your names. That's what the Andal and his Sakhis are telling. As Swayam Prayojana. See, beautiful. This Swayam Prayojana will never be left by our Acharyas. Singing the glories of Bhagavan by chanting his names or singing his names is not a sadhana. It is not an upaya. It is upeya. Upeya means it itself is the goal. It itself is the benefit. Swayam Prayojana. Because after doing Sharanagati, there is nothing to be done as a means. So whatever we do is only as Kalakshepa, as a Swayam Prayojana, as a Kainkariya. So here, wherever the chanting of name comes, our Acharyas clearly mentioned that it is Swayam Prayojana Karya. So Perivachan again adds, see, Gopi Jana Vallabha. We are able to chant your name, Gopi Jana Vallabha. See, here Mukundacharya Swami says that he doesn't say that Rukmini Vallabha or Radha Vallabha, because we cannot imitate Radha or Rukmini. Gopis, we can aspire to become one Gopi. So, there is a Gopi Jana Vallabha. So the Andal and his all Goshti and his group of the girls are telling, they identify themselves as Gopi, and then they are glorifying Bhagavan as a Gopi Jana Vallabha. You consider us also like a Gopi and become our Vallabha, or you are our Vallabha also. This is what Sri Perivachan Pillai says. So Mukundacharya Swami says that why they say that they are fortunate to chant his names, because now there is no Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu now to prevent us from chanting. But Mukundacharya Swami says that now the time is more worse than Hiranya's time, because the Kali Yuga is there now. It will not allow us to chant. Though chanting name is very easy, and anybody can do it, but the Kali will not allow. It will attract us to objects of sense gratification. It will not allow us to chant. But in such a Kali Yuga, we are able to chant your name. That is surprising for us. It's possible only by your mercy. That's what the gopis acknowledge, mercy of Bhagavan here. So next, in Arayapadi Ayyapanamala Perumal Nayanar, he says, again the Vagutta names. See, he says that your names are suitable for chanting. Or we are, as your subservient jivas, we are supposed to glorify you by your chanting your name. So we are chanting as Swayam Prayojana. Again, this Acharya also says Swayam Prayojana. We are able to chant because the Ayyapanamala Perumal Nayanar says any grantha if you take, what do you call? Upakrama and Upasamhara should be same. The subject matter should be same. When the start, the grantha, and the end also with the same thought or same concept. So here Shri Nayanar says that the fifth Pasuram they said Vayinal Padi. We'll be chanting your names. And then the end the 27th Pasuram they say Undannai Padi. So the beginning and the end, the concept is same, which means the whole Grantha talks about the same, the chanting of name, glorifying him by chanting his name. So, Nayanar says that the speech faculty has become meaningful only when we chant your name. He says that. Nayanar says speech faculty is given only to chant him, chant his name. So here one beautiful Rasamay thought is expressed by Nayanar. He says that instead of saying Unnai Padi, Undannai Padi. Unnai Padi means itself chanting your name or glorifying your name by glorifying you by chanting your names. You know, Undannai means it is specific. It is emphasized because you are supposed to chant our names and we are chanting your name. It's a very rasabhava. See, when husband and wife, they have some quarrel, who will pacify? The husband will pacify the wife, not the other way generally. So here also the gopis are telling that you are to come and supposed to please us, and and instead of that, we are calling you, chanting your name, and we are trying to please you. This is a rahasya, you know. We are bhoga for Bhagavan. Aham annam. The Upanishad says aham annam, then aham annadaha. I am annam, I am a bhoga vastu, I am a object of gratification for Bhagavan. And then having seen him pleased, we get pleasure. That is annadaha. I am the anna, I am the food, and I am the person who eats the food also. That means what? Or experience or enjoys the food. What does it mean? But I am first annam, I am the bhoga vastu for Bhagavan. He enjoys me, and then having seen him enjoying me, I enjoy. So annam annadaha. Similarly, yes, the gopi says that you are supposed to enjoy us or please us by chanting our name, and we are chanting your name. So here Mukundacharya Swami says in a different way. He says that unless Bhagavan remembers us, we cannot chant his name. Even that Sugriva or Samudra Raja, they all turned towards Bhagavan Rama only when Rama remembered them. Isn't it? Similarly, here Mukundacharya says that Yame Vrunute Tena Labhyaha. The Upanishad says one who is chosen by Bhagavan only will turn towards him. So in this way he says that they acknowledge that Bhagavan is remembering us and hence we are chanting his names. But the more rasa will be this, that you are supposed to chant our name and pacify us, and now we are doing it. So nice. So one thing I have observed, wherever the party is coming, singing, the acharyas, though in the Pasuram it is said only singing, but acharyas do write the commentary singing the names of Bhagavan. This is the beauty. See, glorifying is by singing means glorifying. They could have written that, just glorify him. But no, they say glorifying him by chanting his name, by taking his name. That's the beauty. So Sri Vaishnava, we are supposed to chant his names to please him. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha.